Hi, this is Visha. Welcome to my channel. In the last couple of years of making travel videos, I've experimented with so many cameras, point and shoot cameras, action cameras, phone cameras, drone, mirrorless and so many more. And I've realized when it comes to solo traveling or solo filming, less is more. So today I am going to be experimenting with the tiniest camera that I own, which is DJI Osmo Pocket 3. This is new addition to my kit and I'm very excited to be using it. So this comes with a 3-axis gimbal like you can see when it turns on, and the lens of this is pretty tiny. It's a 1-inch sensor, so the quality is pretty nice. Like I've already seen some shots. So today I'm going to be using just this camera to film myself while I also show you some of my favorite things to do in Beed, or just how a day in Beed looks like. Beed in Himachal is my current base since the last 1 month. So no matter what kind of videos you want to make, whether it's sit down product showcase videos or food videos or travel videos, you will see the use case of this camera in a lot of scenarios. And right now you see the screen is horizontal. I can in just a second make it to vertical for reels. So which is also pretty cool. Just as the first impression of this camera, I really like the quality, I really like the size of it, the fact that it can be horizontal and vertical, and the joystick, which is also pretty nice, pretty convenient to just move the lens around. So now let me show you more features of this camera and let me show you how you can film yourself using this. Let's go. So my absolute favorite thing about this camera is the auto tracking feature. Like for example, right now I am controlling this using the DJI Mimo app from my phone. So if on the phone I just draw a square around me, now I've told the camera that I am the subject and I need to be followed. So now you have a look. Even if I move here, the camera moves with me. And let's say if I move here or if I move here, actually let's start recording and let me show you what gets captured. So this is how I'm moving, and I can also see what I'm recording from the phone. So this makes it super convenient. Like for example, right now before leaving, I want to say record myself getting ready. I will quickly check in the phone that the frame is good, and now I'm recording myself getting ready, talking to the camera, telling what the plan of the day is, while I can see that the frame is perfectly fine. Or if I want to even take like a walking shot from here to there and talk in the camera and tell about what's the plan like for today and just make an intro, anything for that matter. I think you get the point. So this feature comes very handy. And one solo filming tip I want to give here is remote control. See if you can control whatever device you're using, whatever camera you're using. If you can control, almost every brand, every camera will have some sort of an app that you can download on your phone, and you can see yourself and you can remotely control the frame. This is so convenient. I also have the joystick here, so I can actually move it up and down, and the joystick moves and I can exactly frame how I want to. So I can just place the camera, go, sit, walk, and I have full control over the frame. That's so cool. Okay, so this shot is taken. Let's go out, eat at a nice cafe in Beed, because Beed has really good cafes which serves amazing food. Let's go. So we're now at Ningma's having one of my favorite meals over here, which is Emma Dachi, which is a chili and cheese gravy, and Ting Mo, which is a steamed bun. But now getting back to the camera, so let's say I want to record a footage of me eating, or a footage of just experience, any kind of experience, just sitting in a cafe or whatever. So in that case I will just switch it on, make it to horizontal and keep it like this. And right now I'm not controlling it using my phone. I've just put the front frame open, which is like I've turned the camera around, so I can actually see myself on the screen while recording, and I see it's a pretty nice frame. I should start recording. And what I love about this is, as you can see, that setup is quite tiny, so you don't feel very overwhelmed when you're in public recording yourself eating, or anything in general. So yeah, I feel the setup feels very good, and you can easily keep it on the table, and there's a screen where you can look how the frame looks and you can just record yourself. Pretty convenient. So right now I'm taking a normal walking and talking shot, like a vlogging shot that I would do when I'm traveling. And it's so cool because abhi active tracking on hai, which means that no matter how much I move, I am in the center. It has framed me so well. So even if I'm walking, Even if I'm walking and talking, there's very little movement happening, which is very cool, very convenient. The beauty of living around the mountains is that just a random ride can take you to a place with a view like this that you see behind me. It's so nice. So I thought this would be a nice place to test some features. Like there's this feature called spin shot, like there can be a 90-degree or a 180-degree spin because there's a gimbal, so there'll be like a stable spin, and I can combine it with different shots to show a cool transition maybe. Let's try it out. I got the creator combo from Thailand. It cost me around 45,000 rupees, and which was a pretty good deal, I thought. And the creator combo also comes with this mic. So right now this is getting recorded and the audio is also there. I'll show you how I'll play the audio and show you how it looks like. But one thing that I found was the normal DJI wireless mic that I use with my phone is much better. I don't know the reason behind it. Since I've used that one, uske aage this is not as great, but it's still a good thing to have when you're recording. Still much better than the internal microphone, and there's a wind muff which also curbs the wind noise, which comes very handy when you're traveling. Like right now there was a bike that just went by, so maybe that noise got a little reduced in the audio. We'll check that out. So if I were to take, say, a talking shot in front of a new travel location, and while that may not be possible at every travel location where there are a lot of people, but here since there's nobody, I can just very simply place this camera here, and I have switched the active tracking on. So I will just go here and there and I will talk about this place, like we have come on a very random drive in Bid, and this is where it has led us. It's such an incredible view. These are tiny perks of living at such a place. So this is how I would talk, and honestly in the output it will look like somebody else is holding the camera and moving along, but the movement is just so smooth. I love it. And I could also take B-rolls of just enjoying the place. This also comes with 3 gimbal modes: follow, tilt, locked and FPV, and all 3 of them have different purposes. Like follow is the regular mode that you'd use in most cases, but the tilt locked mode is very cool because the horizon line is at one level that doesn't change. That's kind of locked, and then you can take some very interesting shots. And here's a solo filming tip. Try to record yourself doing the same thing from different angles. It just makes the entire scene look very creative. Like right now, I'm gonna go sit over there. So I'm using this tripod that comes with the creator combo, this very chotu sa tripod. I've kept it here, and this makes for a pretty good frame in my opinion. So I am just gonna go and sit over there. Now I'll just place it here and do the same thing. And now here's the output that we could get with the shots taken. So the final destination for today is the landing site at Bid, which hands down is the best place to witness a sunset here, and that's exactly why we had come. But it's very cloudy, we can't really see the colors in the sky. And also the plan was to take a nice time lapse and end this with a time lapse of the sunset, but because the camera is not waterproof at all, like even slight rain can be a problem, so I've just kept the camera inside, and I'll probably show you time lapse of some different place at some other place. But yeah, the final verdict of the camera is difficult to say right now, although I really enjoyed filming. Had to come indoors because it started raining quite heavily, but the final verdict of the camera, I think I really enjoyed the entire day of filming on it. As someone who travels and films solo quite often, the active tracking feature or the size of the camera, all of that comes very handy. But yes, it is worth mentioning that even like slight rain can be a problem. So I would have loved if just like GoPro or action cameras or even iPhone was weather resistant. That would have been nice while traveling. And secondly, I also don't enjoy the audio in the microphone with the camera, although the DJI wireless microphone when connected to a camera, another camera or a phone is very good. So that is another thing. And finally, I feel like because there's a gimbal involved, there is slightly a learning curve that's associated, like the turning of the gimbal here and there. Like it's not like an absolutely normal camera. You'd see a difference when you're shifting from a camera or a phone to this. So there's a learning curve associated, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. Overall, I'm excited to shoot more from this camera. I hope you found this video helpful, and I'm going to leave you with 3 final tips on filming solo. Number 1, less is more. Even today, I could not get many shots because when you're traveling alone, you also want to experience places. So make sure that your shots, that you're making the most of what you have and you're not after all the shots from all the angles, and try to pre-plan your shots, or at least what you're going to say to a certain extent. I know travel can be spontaneous, but the parts that you already know of, you can always plan what you're going to say or the kind of shots you're going to take. And I hope this was helpful for you. This will help you travel solo, film solo, and yeah, subscribe to my channel for more such videos, and I'll see you in the next one.